Is Dylan going to join us?
I believe so. We're going to talk a little Breeders' Cup, but we have to get into a must-win game of the weekend.
Oh, yeah,
all that kind of stuff.
Okay, all right. So the world's best thoroughbreds break from the starting gate, the 40th running of the Breeders' Cup World Championships at Santa Anita Park. You can see it on USA and NBC November 3rd and 4th, catching all the action. And Dylan is part of our gambling podcast. Dan Patrick Takes a Gamble yesterday, along with Bad Larry, Shea, and Irving. And he was able to hand out some of his picks. He also picked the Rangers at the start of the baseball postseason to win the World Series. He also picked the Diamondbacks to face the Rangers in the World Series. All right, Dylan, I don't know. We didn't pick anything with the Breeders' Cup yesterday. Don't know if you have any tips for the audience. You were going to bet on other horse races or something that Seton asked you about?
No, I was actually found myself betting on horse races in France and Australia last week during a low point.
A low point in your life?
Yeah, and on it, you know what's even sadder? I was watching the races, and they're like the ones in France were like when they're jumping, like I forget what it's called, jumping the things.
Jumping the things?
Yeah, I forget what it's called. I don't know. I'm not that well.
It's not healthy.
Is it dressage?
Sure. Yeah. I don't know, something French sounding.
Wait, what? Okay, never mind.
During a low point.
Okay.
And one of the horses ate it on one of the things, too, so it was pretty exciting.
Oh, is this where they jump over the hurdle and then the water?
Yeah, like the hurdles.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And they're really long. So Dan, I was doing a little research this morning. Obviously, November, horse betting season.
Yeah.
Number one, Arcangelo is out, who won the Belmont. He's a scratch.
Okay.
So Zandon, the number 2 horse, on the inside of the rails, 12-1. Going to take Zandon to win.
Okay.
I've got number 7, Clapton, at 20-1 to show. Eric Clapton, obviously.
Over.
A little bit. And then I got an exacta and a trifecta, Dan.
Do you think Clapton put that on a building? Clapton is God. Do you think maybe Clapton put that on there?
It's very possible.
Yeah.
He'd definitely be okay with it, I think.
Yeah. All right, I'm sorry. I really wasn't listening. But Zandon and Clapton, and then who else?
Yep, so Zandon to win, Clapton to show, and then I got a trifecta, 3-12-7. So that's White Abarrio, Arabian Night, and Clapton in that order.
Okay.
And then an exacta box going 12 Arabian Night and 6 Saudi Crown. That's the Saudi Arabian exacta.
Okay. All right.
And that's all I got, Dan.
Okay. And,
should be great, though.
And if you want to see or listen to Dylan's picks for the weekend with football, you can go to danpatrick.com. Dan Patrick Takes a Gamble. Yes, Seton.
I noticed that when I look at these and I try to do picks, I imagine the and down the stretch they come sort of moment, and the and dreamlike has shocked them. That's how I always try to be like, I don't know, miss the cut, too clever, too cute, trying to be too.
Also, you're scripting this. How's this going to sound?
I go how is this going to sound when it happens? So far, it's never worked for me ever.
The good horse name is important.
The good horse name is super important. It's arguably the most important thing.
But do you put a Bell Bottom Blues or Layla with Clapton?
Okay, I see what you're saying.
I don't think you do cocaine.
You shouldn't.
Yeah.
I'm going Zandon or Dreamlike. Just throwing it out there.
Just because it sounds good down the stretch?
They sound like they are winners.
I still love when you hear that. And down the stretch they come.